The reason you hate your style isn't because you have the wrong clothes, it's because you have the wrong habits. The reason that this is great news is because with just a little bit of work, you can easily form new habits that are going to transform your style, which I have learned over the years. So if you are tired or going broke, trying to buy your way into better style, always ending up with clothes that just don't fit, I am gonna help you fix that with these habits that will absolutely improve the way that you dress and really elevate you and your style. I'm Jordan Blackwell, your favorite pear-shaped materials engineer turned lifestyle content creator behind Little Miss JB Style, sharing with you life's possibilities through style. So let's get right into it. Key habit number 1, and that is becoming a student again. I know what you're gonna say, Jordan, like I might be in my 30s, I might be in my 40s, or I really just don't think I'm a good student. The thing is, you don't know what you don't know. And the only way to figure out what you don't know is by learning. And this was one of the very first things that I did that really helped me, that really helped to drastically change the way that I viewed fashion, viewed getting dressed, and viewed my style. I learned about body proportions. I learned about the different styles of clothes that were out there. I learned about the different rules around fashion and why they were what they were. And that really helped me to understand what rules I wanted to follow, but also what rules were worth breaking. And taking the time to learn that information also helped me build my confidence because I wasn't making uneducated decisions anymore. I wasn't feeling like I just can't figure it out. I had learned at least some very basic tools that helped me to start improving my style. If you are brand new to my channel, then you've probably missed that over the 8 years, I have been documenting my style journey, which if you are at all interested, you can definitely go back and see, but you will really notice just how different not only my videos, but my style are now. And that is because I was very intentional. I didn't always love my body. I didn't always feel confident, and I really knew that I wanted to feel better, and part of that was learning to dress better. It helped me learn to love myself, like truly love myself as is, but also honing in on my personal style, learning to not only shop better, but also dress in a way that just makes me feel confident and expresses myself. And if you're wondering where to start with that, I actually do have a couple of videos I will be linking at the end, so make sure you watch all the way through for those. Number 2, move your body daily. This is not me calling you fat. This is not me saying you're out of shape. This truly is so important because when you move your body, whether that's just going for a walk, dancing, because baby, you guys know I love to twerk. If you watch me on Instagram, if you see my TikToks, your girl be dancing. Moving your body on a daily basis will boost your mood. It will make you feel better. And this is so important for developing your style because a lot of times you are coming from a place where you aren't feeling good about yourself. And so you are dressing accordingly, and that is impacting your style. Get up, even if it's 10 minutes, do your hot girl walk, dance to your favorite songs. It will literally shake the bad vibes out of you and help you to have a different feeling approaching getting dressed after that. Which brings me into number 3, get dressed every day, even if you work from home. That may sound daunting, but when I left Purdue, I was determined not to be an oversized sweatshirt and leggings with Converse girly. I didn't want to dress like that anymore. I wanted to be a big girl and taken seriously. So I got rid of all, and I mean all of my sweatpants, my leggings. I literally only have 2 sweatshirts from my time in college, and they are both Zeta sweatshirts. They are not even Purdue sweatshirts. But this really challenged me, and it was what I needed because I knew if I had the option to throw on some sweats and dress comfortable, I was going to take it. So I removed the option. Now that is drastic. I totally understand. You may not have to go that far. However, doing a challenge like this will help you in a lot of ways. One, you are going to start identifying the pieces that you find most comfortable that are not sweats. And that was so important for me. One of my favorites, Janae Naylor, she mentions this all the time, especially with her airport outfits. She is always in trousers looking chic because they are equally comfortable. And so getting dressed every day will help you not only to find your core pieces, but also really zone in on what is your style, what is your aesthetic, where your sweet spot, especially in terms of comfort, will be. Do me a quick favor, if you're finding this video valuable, boop that like button. That's just an indicator to me to keep making these kinds of videos for you on my channel. The next habit is to create a self-care ritual. Now, this is different from moving your body, and I specifically wanted to point this out that it is different because part of your style, whether you like it or not, is your hair, is your makeup, is your nails. All of that does factor into your personal style. And I want to put a disclaimer here. That does not mean you need the 20-step Korean skincare, the glass skincare. It doesn't mean you need like a bust down 30-inch down to your butt crack wig. That does not mean you always need long nails. That's not what this means. Okay, really what having a self-care routine goes back to is feeling good about yourself. And the key that I have found to be really successful in this area, coming from a line of very minimal, no makeup, no crazy beauty routine women in my life on either side, just like my grandparents, my mom, really not big into makeup, really not huge into like a bunch of skincare products. Whether you are somebody who loves to have a beat face every day or you are someone more minimal, is to find that sweet spot. For me, I am a minimal girly. That is one of the reasons I cut off my hair, and I will not be going back. Because anybody who has had long curly hair, you know what that struggle is like, wanting to always have like the juicy curls and make sure they're well defined and look amazing. That could literally be an hour or two out of your morning just to try and get that done without having to worry about the makeup or anything else. The other thing that I personally do, I actually get my lashes done. Not that you can't do strip lashes. I just have struggled so much trying to get them just right. I would always kind of give myself like a lazy eye look on accident. So that and my brows are something that I like to go get done, and the rest of it I do keep DIY. My TikTok girlies know I wear press-ons without shame. When it comes to makeup every day, honestly, I just really rely on concealer and keep it at that. So just make sure that regardless of what your beauty routine looks like, it's something that you can easily keep up with, because again, I feel like a lot of girlies go wrong here. It's either like, I have to have an hour and a half, or I have nothing. And when you don't have the time to do anything, you can feel that difference. I know my friends who literally just do not feel like themselves when they don't have makeup on. So make sure when you are thinking about your beauty routine, your self-care routine, that you can easily do even if you are in a rush, or you have certain products or things that you use that do cut down on that time, so you can make sure that it gets done every day. Habit number 5, I recently did a video on this. That is regularly decluttering your closet. This is so important for so many different reasons. I'm not gonna go crazy in depth. There is a whole video that you can watch. But when you do this right, and you do this regularly, you will see an improvement in your style. You are going to understand the clothes that you like to wear. You are going to know what's in your closet, because babes, the amount of times that I have friends that are like, I didn't even know this was like sitting in my closet. And we're spending money on the exact same things that they didn't even like to begin with, never wore to begin with. Decluttering your closet is a major habit, and it's not something that you even need to do every day. That's the beauty of it. Honestly, once a season, once a month, if you're really, really overzealous, is a great way to get yourself reacquainted with what's working, what isn't. Tap back in with your like shopping habits. Make sure that you're not falling back into old traps of buying pieces that you know you're not actually gonna wear or don't work for your lifestyle. And also getting rid of clothes that just don't make you feel amazing. And the other reason a declutter can be really, really useful is for habit number 6, and that is to create a uniform. This is something that honestly 99% of influencers, of celebrities, anybody with like the killer style that you love, 9 times out of 10, if you look closely enough, you will be able to tell what their uniform is. Mine is very obvious, but if you skipped habit number 1, which is learning about the different styles, understanding different styles, and understanding proportions, it can be so easy to miss, because until you have the knowledge, what really happens is you're like, ooh, I love that outfit, but you're not picking apart the outfit to understand why you like it, why it works. So if you go through the process I outlined in my decluttering video, part of that is also playing in your closet, and that's gonna help you find a uniform. And my go-to uniform, if it's not a dress, it is a crop top with a high-waisted bottoms 99% of the time. If you really break down a lot of the outfits you see me wear in all of my videos, you will start to notice this will become very obvious. If it is not a one piece, it is something high-waisted with something cropped. And the reason that this is a really important habit to develop and something for you to try out is because on those days where you are rushed, you will have outfit combinations ready to go where you can pair pieces and easily look put together all the time. Having a uniform really cuts down on that mental checklist. It really helps you not be stressed and not be frazzled in the morning, like, what am I gonna wear? Because your uniform is your go-to, especially when you're in a rush. You do not have time to play around and have fun with it. So if you are somebody who find yourself staring at your closet, you never really know what to wear, getting into the habit of wearing a uniform, creating a uniform, that will cut down and save you so much time, stress, and even money. Habit number 7, having an updated mood board. And that is the tea. So many people have a mood board. You save what you see on Instagram, you save what you see on TikTok. I personally love Pinterest. That is a manifestation app. I say that all the time. The thing is though, if you don't keep this mood board up to date, it's actually hurting you. And here is why. You've probably gone through and actually tried out some of those outfits in real life, and they may not have worked for you, yet they are still sitting on your mood board. And this honestly is the same as just having clothes that you know don't fit you or don't look right on you still sitting in your closet. They are literally serving you no purpose. While you may still love the outfit, you may still think it's a cute outfit, because it's not something that worked for you or not something that you liked on yourself, remove it from your mood board, okay? Make space for what is working, what is bringing you joy and new inspiration, instead of clinging on to things that are not working for you or not serving for you. So getting in the habit of keeping your mood board up to date with what's inspiring you, with with what is no longer inspiring you is really important for honing in on your style and really transforming your wardrobe. And if you are struggling to find inspiration, you are struggling to find like the right pieces to buy, and you're really just struggling with what's working for you, go ahead and follow me over on Like to Know It. I do all kinds of roundups for every body, every vibe, every budget, because I know that it can be difficult to find the right pieces. It is time consuming, or it's just hard to find like your vibes consistently. So this is a great way to cut down on all of that time, have pieces easily accessible to you. Plus I keep it regularly updated, so if you are in the market to be buying something, those pieces are readily available for you. And that actually moves me into habit number 8, and that is pushing your comfort level. And this isn't just when it comes to style. We see it all the time. The girls that you stand after, they usually are very experimental. They very much like to try new things, like to incorporate new styles, are not afraid of trends, are not afraid of just trying out new things and going past just like everyday comfort, everyday wear. So the reason that pushing your comfort level should be a habit that you have is because it's going to help you become more confident. You're going to have less fear. And when you have less fear, you are able to stand in yourself. You're able to stand in your power. You're able to own yourself and own who you are, and that makes your style even more powerful. So a lot of what you want is on the other side of your comfort zone. I'm here to say that after leaving my cozy engineering job of over 10 years where I was making good money to do this full time, now that I'm here, really wish I would have made the jump sooner. And you don't have to do anything that drastic, okay? I'm not gonna sit here and say it was easy. However, finding even small ways, and that's one of the things I love about fashion, one of the things I love about style. I found that this is a very safe way to push boundaries and get out of my comfort level, if that makes sense, right? There really isn't a lot of risk in wearing a new trend. Like, the worst thing that's gonna happen is I don't like it. Maybe somebody go say something, but honestly, that never happens. And 9 times out of 10, I usually get complimented. Even in the fits I'm really not actually like in love with, because even if you are somebody who has minimal style, who has classic style, especially right now, it does take almost a lot of power to own that, because it can feel like the over the top, the loudness, all of that seems to get the most attention. But truly, what always hands down gets attention is confidence in yourself. And so learning to do something even though it's uncomfortable for you and finding comfort in it, or finding a way to be comfortable through it, that's a very powerful habit to have, a very powerful skill to have that translates outside of your style and really will help catapult you into that next level of life that you're headed towards. Number 9, documenting what works. This is something that as a content creator influencer has now come a lot more natural to me, but I know for the everyday person, this really isn't a thought, especially if you're not somebody who is actively sharing your own stuff on social media, right? Because of course, Instagram's a very easy way to do this. TikTok would be a very easy way to do this. But truly, taking a moment to snap selfies in the fits that you are feeling. Snapping pics of things that you've tried that you like that maybe you don't own quite yet in the store, trying it on. Documenting what you like and what's working for you will help you to stay focused as you're honing in on your style. It's gonna help you really pinpoint, what are those key outfit combinations? What are those key textures that I'm loving? What are those accessories that just really make me feel like ba-bam? And I truly do challenge you to do this as regularly as often again. And also not just like the fits themselves. I also find that I like to snap pictures of when I'm just genuinely feeling myself. I could be out on the dance floor dancing to my favorite song. I could be in the middle of a workout. I want you to think about this, not just documenting the clothes, because of course that's important, but if you're truly trying to have these habits that are going to change your life, it is also important to document what's working for you in terms of when you are feeling good, okay? Because the other thing that you're gonna find is you may not always be in the perfect outfit, and the outfit really actually is doing nothing to make you feel good. It just is not getting in the way of making you feel bad about yourself, and that's very important to note too. Because again, when you are like loving yourself, it really is less about what you have on and more about the way you're carrying yourself and just feeling unstoppable and feeling confident. And those outfits and those situations will become more apparent to you if you're documenting when it's happening and what's working for you. The next habit number 10, that absolutely everyone should be adopting. This is one of my favorite habits. Have fun. When you are trying to develop your style, when you're trying to find yourself, I feel like so many people take it too seriously. Like, I need to be classy. I need to always be this. I need to always be that. And that actually gets in the way of having good style, and also can get in the way of your confidence. Because if you feel like you are doing something that isn't that, You're suddenly questioning yourself. You're suddenly feeling bad about yourself. And this comes back to that self-care routine I was talking about and the getting dressed every day, because while it is important to do these habits, it also is important to have fun while you're doing these habits. None of this should feel like a chore. None of this is supposed to be like stressful. And if it is, take a step back and really try and figure out why it's feeling like that. And 9 times out of 10, it's because you're taking it a little bit too seriously, right? Like having to always be put together or be polished, or if my nails aren't done, then somehow I look homely. If my lashes aren't on, somehow I look like a boy. That's not the case at all. That's not the case at all. And that's why I was mentioning very specifically that a huge part of these habits and implementing these habits is going to give you confidence. So that even if you are missing like your go-to look or something in your go-to look, you're not doubting yourself. You're no longer not feeling confident, because you know who you are. You know you're amazing. You know you're beautiful. You have developed these habits that really are going to give you a great sense of style and a great sense of self, but you're also not so tied to that anytime you are outside of that, you're somehow like in shambles and you're like not you. And it's like, oh, don't judge me. Don't look at me. Don't. It's like, even if I didn't get all of that today, that does not take away from who I am. So have fun with it. And again, don't take it too seriously. These are the habits that I have developed behind the scenes that you don't see in the videos. But if you go back and watch my old videos, you can see the change. You can see the growth. The proof is all right there for you, babes. If you want to go back, I still have the very first video I posted 9 years ago. And I share that, and I've kept those videos up because I want you to see it. I want you to see that you can do this for yourself. It is possible for yourself. And that is what these habits are designed to do. And if you consistently show up for yourself, as you already are making the steps to transform your style by watching this video, which go you, baby. I am applauding you, because that really is how the process started for me and how I got here. It was just deciding I wanted better, going out and getting that information, and then starting to actually act on it. And if you are ready to take the next step, really transform your style, what you should go ahead and do is watch this video on how to declutter your closet, because I go really in depth about how that process can really transform not just your style, but your life, with even more things to be keeping in mind, even more habits that you can develop to really elevate not just your style. Because of course, baby, I want you to look good, but I also want you to elevate your life and feel good, because that's really how all this started for me, was just wanting to feel better. And I really want to help you do that too. So check that out. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.